was recording. You're tuned into another episode For the Love of the Game podcast. This episode is definitely being recorded. This one's being recorded.
That's funny.
The reason we're busting out is literally we thought we were recording, and then I looked to the top left of the screen and it said recording paused. So we were like a good half an hour into the show, and then boom, I clocked. So this is definitely recording, people.
We're back.
This is Dre. We're back. We're back. This is Dre Skervin. Let's get into it. It was another jam-packed weekend of Premier League football. A lot's happened. We're back from the international break as well, thank gosh. It's basically now the final furlong, as they call it, squeaky bum time of the season now, where the points and the prizes get handed out. Let's get into it. Manchester United 2, Brighton 1. Another drab, poor, boring performance by Manchester United. I literally missed line of duty for that game, and I was vexed, bruv. Like, poor, shocking. You could just basically rewind every episode we've done after United game and we say the same thing. Boring. What's your thoughts on what was? We got the job done.
I mean,
but it was poor.
like you said, we got the job done. 3 points. Started watching the game about 10 minutes in, and from 10 minutes in up to the 45-minute whistle, I never saw a thing from Man United. Not absolutely one thing. I know Greenwood hit the post in the beginning of the game, but I never saw nothing from United. Literally, there was no tempo. It was boring to watch. It was predictable. It was slow. Brighton played better football. Graham Potter actually set his side up, and you could see, the patterns of play that they're playing. See what everyone's job is to do. You know what I mean? And that's from a side that's fighting against relegation. I mean, they're in a relegation fight. You know what I mean? And we can't play ball against them. I mean, like, Solskjaer's got a lot to answer for me, mate. I don't know, as a United fan watching that, I don't know who could be happy as a United fan watching it. If you're a United fan and you are happy watching that, we happy with getting the 3 points. Don't get me wrong, but overall, we were shocking. We were shocking. We're absolutely shocking.
I think that it says a lot. The quality and the standard of the Premier League is the poorest it's ever been. If we are second in the Premier League, because we're poor, and it's not even like I watched the game at 12 o'clock yesterday between Southampton and Burnley. Pretty good game. Southampton were 2-0 down. They come back and win 3-2. Both of them teams play better football than us.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're second. That's shocking. It's damning. And no one can say anything because that was basically minus Martial, a full strength team.
Yeah.
And we're playing that bad.
It was poor. It was absolutely
poor.
We can't retain possession. We can't pass the ball. We can't receive the ball in midfield. We can't receive the ball in midfield and drive forward.
Players they just seemed like they were going through the motions, like they didn't care. Yeah. Literally, just going through the motions. Like they just thought they
Like I was saying, Leicester lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea lost. Who else lost this weekend?
That's the Chelsea. Tottenham drop points.
Tottenham drop points. You get me? It's a time for you to fix up and say to yourself, when you get on that pitch, I'm making sure I get grabbing them 3 points. And as far as I'm concerned, that performance yesterday did not show that impetus at all.
It's true.
It's true. And it's hurtful to see, man. Hurtful to see, bro. Hurtful, man. That's me.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on to the player ratings. We're gonna touch on the fight for the #1 spot in a minute with De Gea and Henderson. Because interesting things came out in the press today about David De Gea and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We'll touch on that in a minute. We'll start with Dean Henderson. He seems like he's our #1 now. It was a shaky performance yesterday. What do you give him?
I'll give him a 5 or 4. No, I'll give him a 5. Yeah, I'll give him a 5. Shaky. Never looked comfortable. I don't know. Maybe it's because what's gone on in behind the scenes why we got a performance like that today. I think something definitely happened behind the scenes because I thought it was interesting after the game. As soon as the game finished, they are posting of him. I know you wouldn't read anything into it, but normally the guy when it comes to United, after
he posted a picture of Man United. Yeah,
he posted a picture of Man United. So I thought that was poignant, saying like, "Raw, boom, this is me now, and I don't business kind of thing." Do you know what I mean? So maybe that prompted Henderson's performance yesterday, Carl. He did look very shaky, man. He did look very shaky. Normally he comes for them balls in from corners, from crosses, and all of that comfortably. But yesterday he did look shaky. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a low 5.
I give him a 4. I think he was very shaky yesterday, and I don't want him to be another player that can give you a 9 out of 10 and then give you a 4 out of 10. We need players that can consistently give you a 7 out of 10 every week. Constantly dropping the ball, crosses were coming in. I feel like if he was more assertive, he could have got to that cross for the goal and punched it away, possibly. What was coaching school was anything that comes to your 6-yard box, you come and get that. Even if the guy, the way you take him out as well. Poor. Like, I want to say he was poor yesterday, but even when the kick, David De Gea would have kicked that away. You know what I mean? I don't want to too much blame for the goal because the next person we're going to get onto is at fault for the goal, to be honest. But he needs to improve. He needs to be more consistent with his performances because you can't give us what he gave us at home against AC Milan, then give us what he gave us away from home against AC Milan. That sums up Dean Henderson as a Man United player, innit? Can either give you crap or give you a great performance. You know what I mean? He needs to find a consistency between now and the end of the season. I'm pretty sure United will look to go and get a new goalkeeper.
Yeah, looks like it.
All right. On to the man that's at fault for the goal. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. What do you give him?
I'm gonna give him a 5. He was poor yesterday. Positionally, he was caught out a few times and for the goal as well. Like he said, he looked at his man and still lost his man. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how is that possible, but it happened. Gave away the ball a lot yesterday as well. But another low 5 for me. Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, he gets a 3. Poor.
Wow.
How the hell you managed to lose the man that you were looking at for a goal? Unbelievable. Like, don't get me, like I said earlier, 1v1, he's the best defender in the world, isn't it? But every other part of his game, positionally, especially defensively, That is key. That is essential to be very good positionally. He is poor. And constantly, a lot of the goals that we concede is because he is either playing players onside or he's not paying attention. And that is due to poor positional play. He needs to iron that out of his game. We need someone that can coach him to iron out of his game. But even that, you just need to tell him. Or use your impetus when your days off work, bruv. When you're at home, watch tape. Look, I need to be here. I need to be in line with my centre-backs. It's not hard, bruv. And I know he likes to rely on his pace to get him out of trouble at times and whatnot. But eventually, his pace will disappear, bro. Yeah. And then what has he got? So,
your position players key.
Going forward, he was putting some of the worst crosses I've ever seen. He was losing the poor passing as well. Yeah, he gets a free.
Can I change my thing?
Huh?
Can I change my?
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
He ain't gonna change. He just he sold me that low number, mate. I've seen him now, like out of position, mate. Yeah. Who else we got?
We're on to Victor Lindelof now.
Yeah, he gets a 5 for me. Lindelof. The friend did quite well yesterday. Strong. I'm gonna give him a. Actually, I'm gonna give him a. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm gonna go with 5 for it.
I'll give him a 4 because I don't know how you managed to misjudge the flight of the ball. You had no one near you, and the ball goes over your head, and they score. I don't know like how he managed to do that.
Maybe he thought Wan-Bissaka is there covering him, isn't it?
As a defender, you're not meant to even think someone's behind you that could do your job and cover for you, bruv. You're meant to deal with that. Boom. You know what I mean?
But mate, you never know. Wan-Bissaka might have said, Vic, yo, leave it here, mate. I got this.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm about yeah, minus that, yeah. I don't know, bro. There's certain man in that Brighton team that made some of our players a bang average yesterday, you know. How you getting out muscled by Danny Welbeck, bro?
This is what I'm saying.
You need to go to the gym, bro. If you're getting out muscled by Danny Welbeck, who has probably no ligaments left in his knees, bro. Like, yeah, Lindelof gets a 4. Weren't completely at fault for the goal, but he holds about 15% blame in it. You know what I mean? All right, Harry Maguire.
I think he defended well yesterday, you know. I think he was assertive with his play. Obviously, he's not for me, he's not a captain, man. He's not a captain. He's not like a leader in that way. But he did defend pretty well yesterday for what I saw. I'm gonna give him a high 5, 6.
Yeah. I'll give him a 6 as well. Actually, no, I'll give him a 5 because he didn't really do nothing. He didn't do anything wrong, from what I can remember. But he done what he had to do. Done what he had to do.
Yeah, but he nearly gave away that penalty.
Oh, that penalty! Yeah, he gets a 5. Yeah. And that's being very generous, bro.
Oh,
that's being very generous. That I could easily drop that to a 4. That should have been a penalty.
No, but you can either call that good defending or bad defending, because in a way, he kind of put him off in a way, kind of impeded him, if you see what I'm saying.
Still get me? A penalty though, isn't it? Like, nah, I get what you're saying, but
it wasn't though. in the end,
with Harry
in the
Maguire,
end, it become great defending.
with Harry Maguire, you just need to take away that captaincy armband from him. I feel that's too much pressure in a minute.
Yeah,
I know
I think so as well, man.
everyone likes to say he's crap and he's a fridge and whatever, but when we signed him, everyone was gassed because we were wanted to see the Harry Maguire from Leicester. And the Harry Maguire at Leicester was good. That's a fact.
Captain at Leicester?
No, he weren't. Wes Morgan was captain, isn't it?
Oh, Wes Morgan. Yeah.
So to me, as I've said earlier, Ollie's made a lot of these players look a lot worse than what they actually are, innit? Harry Maguire has too much for someone that's not done nothing in the game, and you've never been a captain at any of your other clubs to then become captain of Man United.
I think he was I think he was captain at Hull,
and he got them relegated.
Yeah.
So to me, take that off him this summer, give it to Bruno, and just let him play and put a fast centre back next to him and watch how good Harry Maguire will become in it. That's how I see it. But yeah, yesterday, solid. Actually, no, because of the penalty, he almost gave away. We'll give him a 5. Give him a 5. All right. Luke Shaw.
Solid, mate. Solid performance by Luke. And he was the only player on the pitch that looked in Maguire. Yeah, for me, in Maguire. Let's go play ratings anyway. Luke Shaw, he's gonna get a 6. 6. He never did put a foot wrong. It was an average performance, but yet still one of the best players in the shirt yesterday. Bro. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Done what he had to do. I think that's a bit high, you know. I don't think he didn't really do nothing. All right. But dealt with what came down his
never gave the ball.
Dealt with what came down his side. So but that's a minimum of a footballer. You're not meant to give the ball away. That's a minimum.
I know that, but you can't do that. Well, there's 8 players in the team that's all they freaking do. What I mean?
Do I give him a 5? What did I give Maguire? 5? Yeah, I've got to give Shaw a 6 then, innit? Yeah, because we'll give Shaw a 6. We'll give Shaw a 6. Standard performance by Luke Shaw. Onto the midfield now. Thank goodness that the McFred partnership was ended yesterday, and we saw McPogba. Frogba, as I saw someone call it the other day, Frogba.
What weren't any better, was it? Do you know what I mean?
We'll start with Fred.
I mean, I spoke to you yesterday, and you said to me he was one of the best players on the pitch.
Was.
For me, there is no way, bro. There is no way Fred was one of the best players on that pitch. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he did break up play a couple times. Yeah, but it's all well and good breaking up play. Yeah, all well and good breaking up play. It's what you do with it. That's what counts. Do you know what I mean? You can break up that Kante. Kante breaks up the play. He passes it along. He starts a counter, or he does what. Do you know what I mean? Fred does absolutely nothing when he gets the ball. Like when he gets the ball, he's like, oh my gosh. It's like the ball's hot, bruv. You know that hot potato? Well, it's like the hot, bruv. He's got to get rid of the ball quick as possible. And he don't even business where it goes, he just kick it. Do you get me? That's how he plays, and he can't go forward. He cannot go forward. And if he does go forward, he does not know what to do. There was opportunities, yesterday where he turned. I think it was the one time he got the ball in midfield and he looked forward, he drove forward, and there was a ball to play in Greenwood, bro. There was a ball on the right-hand side to play in Greenwood, and the guy passed it right into the Brighton defender, bro. I looked at the screen, bro. I goes, oh my God. Bro, if you're talking about Premier League titles, bro, you ain't winning nothing with that, brother. I'm telling you. He ain't winning no Premier League with that brother in your midfield. None. and the thing about it is, he's Brazilian, bruv. He's Brazilian.
Brother, I'm
Yeah,
not
and
sure,
he's
but
been
yeah,
there.
I'm pretty sure his passport is Panamanian or something, bruv, or
Peru.
Paraguayan or something, or Bolivian or something, bro.
Yeah, bro, because, bro, I don't understand, bro, how you can't receive a ball in midfield, turn, say, you know what, Pogba, here's that, turn, or get the ball in midfield and say, raw, Rashford, I see you, or Barney, I see you, or Greenwood, I see you. Not one time in about, I don't know, 4 games could I say, Fred got the ball, turned, boom, and played in somebody. And 4 or 5 games, bro. Watch them back, and I bet you not one time he does that, bro. And that's poor, man. That's poor. So he gets a 4 for me, bro. He gets a 4. He's lucky it's a 4. I'm not harsh like I'm harsh like, but bro, he was, bro. Mate.
Fred gets a 6 for me.
Oh my God. Listen, well, it's your opinion, isn't it? It's your opinion.
Yeah, it's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
He broke up the play. He done his job. And I'll keep it very honest with you, yeah. If I was the manager, he wouldn't have been starting because of what he done against Leicester in the previous game. He would have been dropped.
Oh my
So,
God.
so to me, like I said, this manager is not good enough because you can't be putting up that against Leicester and think you're playing the next game. But yeah, yesterday he played well. He was better. He was the better of the midfield too with him and Pogba. Broke up play. He's too. I don't know. Like before, like 6 months ago, he wasn't that erratic on the ball. Like, but now I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he's taken the drugs, the same drugs DMX has taken, or
no, thoughts to DMX.
yeah, prayers up to DMX. Prayers up to DMX. Hopefully he pulls through, but it's not looking too good. But yeah, prayers up to DMX, innit? I don't know, bro. Like, best of a bad bunch, really. A 6, and that's it's a 5.9 to 6.16.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, 6. On to Paul Pogba.
5 for me. There was no I think he played in one ball yesterday. One ball for look,
Bruno.
when we played the ball to Bruno, bro. When we play one touch, boom. When you see that play there, yeah, that's what Fred can't do. That pass what Pogba put in for Fernandez, that's what Fred cannot do, bruv. He ain't got that vision. It's not like he ain't looked up forward, so he don't know what to do when the balls come, bruv. As soon as that ball come to Pogba knew, boom. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think like that comes down to style play? Because I've been watching us. We play very, very slow football, you know.
Bro,
very slow.
Andre, I don't know our style of football. Like you said, the style of football could be named slow. That's what the name is. I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's no rhythm. There's no. Do you know what I mean, bro? And that's what I was saying, bro. Even Arsenal are losing, yeah. I can see what Arteta's trying to do, bro. Yeah, even though you might not like it, bro, I can see what he's trying to do, bro. With Solskjaer, I can't see what you're trying to do, bro. Do you get it?
That's true.
Do you get me? But going back to Pogba now, I'm gonna give him a 5. Wasn't one of his best games yesterday. Could be suffering from international duty syndrome or whatever you want to call it. But he was not at the races at all yesterday. But yeah, he gets a 5.
Do I want to give him a 5? He's at fault for the goal. because he gave the ball away. It's a poor pass. Yeah, I'll give him a 5 because he just looked like he was going through the motions. And he plays like how we feel, bro. Like, what the hell's going on?
Well, you would feel like that. You're
Like,
going onto a pitch without a plan. Do you get me?
he just looks like I don't want to be here, but I love the club. That's why I'm going to give you as much as I can between now and I actually leave, innit? Poor. I wouldn't even say it was a poor performance, but he's just going through the motions, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll give him a 5. All right, on to the 3 ahead of him. Let's start with Mason Greenwood, the match winner.
He was quite poor, I'm honest with you. Even though he hit the post in the first minute or whatever, got the goal, don't get me wrong, he's good. But his all-round play yesterday was quite poor, bro. If I'm honest with you. Gave the ball away quite got outmuscled quite a lot. But saying that he got the goal, so innit? 5. Give him a 5. For me, it wasn't Mason Greenwood.
I give him I give him a 6 because he got us the goal, won the game, hit the post as well. I think he's slowly starting to realize that the way we play, he's just got to get his chances himself, innit? Because nothing else is going to be created for him. So you just got to get these goals yourself, innit? So once he gets the ball, he's just outside the box. I'm either going to hit it. Yeah, might as well, because that's what the other donkey on the other side does. So he might as well do it himself.
Yo, allow my Bridget, yo. Allow my Bridget.
He might as well do it himself. Like, I feel like this team is just drowning, especially going forward. I don't even know how what second top goal scorers. And probably because we scored 9 against Southampton, innit? That's probably why. But going forward, it is shambolic. And he's just dying out there. He should be playing up front. Done with the Cavani thing now. Just play him up front. That's the only way he's going to learn his trade, is by playing up front where he should be. And Ollie as a striker, and Ollie wasn't a bad striker, he was a pretty good finisher up front. You have someone that could be I want to say one of the greats, but a top-class striker in Mason Greenwood. You should be playing him in his natural position, and you should be coaching him every single day, telling him to stay back after training. This is how I done it. Watch how I do it. Show him how to break the lines. Show him how to hit it with your left quick, hit it with your right quick. Stuff like that. What's he going to learn? The best finisher at the club playing out wide on the right. And he's got Aaron Wan-Bissaka backing him up. He's drowning out there, bro. He's drowning. And to me, it's 2-2 for him. Didn't he score against Leicester? He scored against Leicester, right?
Did he? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 2-2. Like, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I'm a big fan of Greenwood because I've never seen someone that's forward that is as good on his weaker foot as he is as good on his strong foot. So that's why I'm a fan of Greenwood. His finishing is Robin Van Persie-esque. You get me? And I would be pissed if Sergio waste that talent, bro. So I'm forever rooting for Greenwood. So he gets a 6 because he won us the game. All right, on to Bruno Fernandes. You are finally starting to see the light when it comes to Bruno Fernandes. I told you about this guy, you know. I told you about him.
Yeah, it's a 4. Yeah, 4. Definitely. I don't know, man. It's like every time he gets the ball, he's in LA or something, bro. In Hollywood, bro. He's like, you know what? Let me just show up, or bro, let's take your time with the ball, play, move. Do you know what I mean? We all
Simple.
know you can score now, brother. Like it's done light up the Premier League already. We all know what you can do.
Mm.
Just take the ball, move it. You get me? This brother's just looking for the Hollywood ball every single time he gets it, bro.
Mm.
And it's like he can't be bothered. He just this ball comes to him, just waves his foot, slaps it 40 yards across the field and out for a goal kick. It's it's annoying, man. Even though he got the assist for the goal and all of that, we know his game with that. But his all-round game, bro, he needs to sort out, man. He needs to be more elite of a leader. Even Roy Keane was saying the other day, he gives the ball away, then he get me, he starts making up noise like it's not his fault or whatnot. Just get on with it, bro. Literally, get on with it, man. I mean, he gets a 4 for me.
Um,
Oh.
he gets a 5. And the only reason it's not a 4 is because he got the assist for the goal. But other than that, poor.
I don't care.
Other than that, poor. Like, to me, I've been saying this for what, good 6 months, that this man, minus the goals and assists, he brings nothing else to the team. Like, literally, him and we'll get on to Rashford in a minute, but him and Rashford are they're highlights players, isn't it? And what I mean by highlights players is like, say if you watch the highlights of a game, like you watch 3 or 4 minutes, you would actually think these two are sick. And you look at their stats, you think they're sick, innit? But Bruno's got 23 goals, whatever assists. Rashford's got 19 goals, whatever assists, whatever, innit? But when you watch it in totality, the 90 minutes, these two men don't do nothing. And then everyone kisses their ass because of their stats. And I've said it before, Bruno is a stat padder. Minus the goals and assists, he brings nothing to this team. He loses the ball in dangerous areas. And when we're in promising areas, he does stupidness. Everything's the Hollywood pass when the simple ball is what we need. I get you want to get us forward as fast as possible, but when you've got someone next to you, like a Pogba, just pass him the ball. Because he's the only other person that can pass the ball like you in the team, bro. So if you can't find that pass, Pogba can find that pass. And Pogba's more likely to find that pass because he's a better player than you, bro. Like, what we have to understand, like, we need to get back to like last January, like, no one else wanted Bruno, fam, other than Tottenham, and they didn't get him. But no one else, like Real Madrid didn't want him, Barca didn't want him. No one of the top clubs came in for Bruno, bro. And I see why, because minus what the goals, and it's all penalties and free kicks or whatever, minus all that and the assists, what does he do? And it's nothing. And I've said it before, like, I blame Solskjaer because I feel like he tells him, do what you want, create.
Literally.
I feel you can tell that's what he tells him to do because at times Bruno's further forward than our striker. That shouldn't be it. Like, Bruno's not a bad player, but the way he's being coached, like I've said with other players in the team, is making him look crap, fam. Bruno needs to keep it simple. Once he keeps it simple, better player. But yeah, he gets a 5 just because he assisted for the goal. All right. On to left-hand side, your boy, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah. Rashford has got a goal. My 5. Never got the goal then, boy. Looking at a 4. Got the goal. Like normal, he always gets himself a goal. Past David Beckham's record yesterday at the club.
What's that?
96.
What, 96 what?
Goals.
That's nothing to be proud of, bro.
What do you think? The master, isn't it?
Wait, this guy, this is why it's nothing to be proud of, yeah. Bro, David Beckham was not there to score goals, fam.
Oh, we
He
know
was there
that.
to
We
supply
know that.
goals, bro.
We know that.
Marcus Rashford's there to score goals. You know that, yeah?
He's scoring them.
Bruv, he's still not at 100 goals yet for Man United.
Yeah, he's 4 more away.
That's poor. I guarantee you don't break it this season. You don't get 100 goals this season.
Has Martial scored 100 goals for United?
No? Why? This is what I'm saying. Wait. What's Martial got to do? What's Martial got to
What do
do
you
with
mean
this?
why? Martial's a striker, right?
I'm pretty sure. No, there's no way he's on 96 goals for Man United. He's got almost the same amount of goals as Martial. It's nearly identical. So if he's got 96, then Martial must have 95 then. It's not 96. It's probably it's 86. Yeah, you go research it, mate. I saw it the other day. He's got literally this identical record to Martial, bro. He's probably on like 88 or something.
Oh, you're lucky.
Oh, how many goals does he have?
86.
There you go. Martial has pretty much the same. It's either 85 or 86. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they have the same. I think Martial's played a few more games. He's not breaking it. Not this season.
Huh?
Not this season.
Nah, come on, we know that this season.
But bro, I'll be lucky if he breaks it before Christmas.
You never know. You never know.
Oh,
you know
please.
What I mean? You never know. In the quarters,
please.
6 games left in the league. You know what I mean?
Oh, please.
Bad thing.
Please. So what you give him, a 5?
Yeah, I'm giving a 5 because, it's my guy. He scored the goal. You know what I mean? Got his goal, come off the pitch, down the tunnel, see the doctor again, and get me. And inject him up for the next game.
Yeah, that's great. Fantastic. He gets a 4. He gets a 4, bro. Because minus that goal, he was absolutely shocking yet again, bro. Poor. I've never known a man that gets praised for running into 5 man every time he dribbles the ball. But man can dribble on the outside. Why does he love to turn inside and dribble into 5 man and man gets applauded by their commentators? Oh, well, at least he's trying. Get out of here.
He's the only one going forward.
Bruv, it's common sense. If you see 5 man that are there, you're not going to run into them, are you?
But have you ever thought why he's doing it?
Don't try to find an excuse to him, bro. What type of silliness is that? That is silliness, bruv.
Ain't your fault.
He's got no football brain. He's dunce. He's a football dunce, bruv.
He's running into them because he's going into the box, innit? So any little tuggle, any little...
Oh, shut up. He does it outside the box. Bruv, no. And I don't care if he's injured now, because if you're injured, stop playing, innit? Don't play if you're injured, innit? I don't care. I don't want to hear this crap about, oh, he's injured. If you're injured, don't play. You playing every week shows me you're fit, innit? So I judge you, but I judge everyone else. Minus the goal, he was absolutely crap yet again, bruv. Absolutely pants, bruv. Absolute crap, bro. And everyone kisses this guy's ass, bruv. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo.
Got us to go in.
Yeah, that's great. Like I said, him and Bruno are stat padders, bruv. And they're the only 2 that can make something out of nothing. That's why they've scored the most goals. That's it.
Well, he can't be that. He can't be crap, though.
He's crap, fam.
Nah,
and I don't want to hear this about if he's injured, he shouldn't be playing, innit? But he was poor. Poor. And then, bruv, if you can't be that injured that you can't chill on the bench with the rest of them after you get substituted, innit? But I feel like Rashford bads up Solskjaer every day during training and during match days as well.
That's what I'm saying. Bad him up, man.
But yeah, he gets a 4. He was crap. All right, on to the invisible man, Edison Cavani.
That's the invisible man, you know. That's joke.
I
He
didn't
just
even know
don't
he
look
was
like he
playing,
wanted
fam.
to be there. He just didn't look like he wanted to be there. I don't think he should get started again for United. I think that this last game,
To
because
me,
during
he
that
looks.
game, he looked like he wanted to be back at Boca Junior or back at Uruguay or wherever. He just didn't want to be at Old Trafford. Mate.
And that's who we're going to be relying on from now to the end of the season because Martial's out for the rest of the season now. So,
Oh, is he?
yeah,
Oh,
Soshka
yeah,
said
you were
it.
saying that.
Yeah, Soshka said it.
That's
So,
good.
to me, guy's been out for what, a few weeks? I don't know what you're going to expect from a 34-year-old with no ligaments in his knees to be doing. Now, he needs a good few games to get up to speed. I don't think he wants to be there. I think he knows the tactics are crap. He come for the payday. He got a couple goals. Let him walk. Why are you keeping him?
Yeah,
Why are
man.
you even thinking about giving this man a new contract when he scored about the same amount of goals as McTominay?
Exactly. Yeah.
And there's been games when this
Totally
man could have
agree.
scored us a goal. Arsenal was one of them. Somehow he hit it and it went wide. Just had to tap it in.
We don't need him.
We don't get a new striker in this summer. Um, didn't even know he was playing. Didn't do nothing. Poor, poor. But like I've said, with every player that plays up front for United, because we don't create nothing, you're going to drown as a striker. Any striker would drown in this team. We don't create. We literally don't create anything for our strikers. Unless they create for themselves, they're going to go home hungry, fam.
Exactly.
Literally, every game they play up front, if you're a Man United striker, is a bleep test.
Literally.
Literally.
That's funny.
So, yeah. I want to introduce this new segment of the player ratings. This is called the Daniel James Watch.
Yeah.
He came on yesterday. What's your thoughts on Daniel James?
Oh, man. It's like they picked him up from first down park and said, you know what, mate, hey, boots, go on the pitch. Bruv, I don't know how he has become. He's done a Del Boy for his career. Yeah, but I don't understand how he's become professional. That's how bad he is to me. How bad he is. His first touch on the ball, yeah, he mistouched it. The ball went out for a throw in. His first touch, yeah. Then the game's 2-1. You're done bid with the team when the team's in this type of position before. We give away the leads. You don't want to give away late free kicks on stupid, silly free kicks late on in the game, and you go give away two. Not two, like one now and then one in like 15 minutes later. No, he gave away one and then another one
Within like
2
a
minutes
minute,
later.
yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, flipping hell, bro. He's he literally gets one for me.
Um, you see, I don't know if I said this before, but he's like, at halftime in football matches, yeah, where they bring on that little sponsored kid from the local charity or whatever, local children's hospital, and they bring him on to
Yeah,
take a penalty at halftime,
yeah,
and he takes the penalty, and he takes it against the mascot, innit? And the
yeah. The
mascot
mascot lets
purposely
him
doesn't
score.
lets him score, yeah. That's
Yeah,
Dan James, innit? You see, when he took his
yeah,
penalty, he hit top bins, innit?
yeah.
And I think at that moment, Oli Gunnar Solskjaer didn't make it to the change room in time, innit? So he's still out there signing autographs by the dugout. And when he saw Daniel James top bins it, he was like, I need that guy.
Yeah,
He's a Manchester United player.
he's got the DNA.
That is United DNA. And he signed him. That's the worst signing. I don't want to say he shouldn't be a professional footballer. I think that's pretty. I don't want to be disrespectful on that level, innit?
No.
But
I'm going that far.
but I've
You
always said with
generally have to
Daniel
question it.
James, he needs coaching in it. He should have
Oh,
went to Leeds.
I
I
don't
said it
even.
from the get-go. He should have went to Leeds. The
I'm not
player that I
even
saw at
thinking there's
Swansea,
like a.
the player I saw at Swansea is not the player that I see at Man United, isn't it? So he needs coaching. But the stupidity he was doing, he came on and gave away a free kick. Nothing came of it. Then a minute later, gave away a free kick in an even worse position and walked off like it was nothing. You see, if that we had proper leaders on that pitch, they would have gave it to him. What are you doing? Does this guy not see that we've let in a lot of goals this season that have cost us points late on in games because dickheads have given away free kicks for no reason?
Exactly.
I don't even get the point of bringing him on. You might as well brought on Amad Diallo, to be honest. But yeah, it is where it is. A one. You don't even get a rating. He's not. You don't. Daniel James from now on doesn't get ratings, bruv. Doesn't get a number. We just
No ratings.
no ratings, bruv.
For real.
Yeah, no ratings. It's just he just gets.
You might as well just. You might as well just do Lee Grant's job and just hold up the substance.
Yeah, bruv. Yeah, bruv. Just hold up the Argos catalogue with all them where you need to be on corners. Like, that's what he needs to do, bruv. Donut. All right. So we're done with that now. So on to the fight for the number one spot. So this morning, stuff came out in regards to David De Gea. I don't know if this is like becoming a little smear campaign against him, where it seemed like the press have turned on him, trying to like paint him out to be this bad guy, whatever. But stuff has come out about how Solskjaer's been trying to drop him since the game against Chelsea in was it November? October, November. And there's been times when he's left him out on the team sheet. De Gea's kicked up a fuss and he's put him back in the team. Now, I want to get your thoughts on that because to me, that just shows you it's more damning on the manager than David De Gea, to be honest. I wouldn't expect any player that's been one of the main figures at the club for almost a decade to be happy when he's been dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And he's the highest paid player at the club. So I wouldn't expect a player to be happy when he's been dropped. But for him to kick up a fuss and then suddenly be reinstated back into the starting lineup, what does that tell you? What does that show you about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's management?
It shows me he's inconsistent. It shows me he hasn't got no balls. It shows me he's not ready for the game. He's not ready for this job. And he just shows me where the team's at. Literally, if a player has that much control where you bring him back into the team, yeah, that's showing your players you have no control. Do you know what I mean? Because they've seen a player kick off, they're out of there. So that means any other player that kicks off out of the in starting lineup, they're gonna kick up a fuss, and then they're gonna be straight back in that team. So that might have been the case. That might have been the case for Fred. That might have been the case for Fred, like you were saying. His last game for us against who was it? Leicester. Yeah. His last game against in the FA Cup. That never warranted another starting.
100%. 100%.
Never worried another starting place. He'd be sitting on the bench after that game. But yeah, man, Skolska's management for me, it's been shaky. It's been suspect ever since he's been there, and this just proves the questions that we've been asking. That stern character, that these players are saying that he has a nasty side to him and rare tear. Well, if this is true, obviously not. He does not. He doesn't. He doesn't have a backbone in him. Do you know what I mean? And to be manager of Man United, you need a backbone, mate. And if you ain't got a backbone, that did Paul as.
Um,
Simple as.
when I saw this come out this morning, and I've seen a lot of things come out in the last week, couple of weeks or so. Like, where are they getting this information from? First of all, and why are they trying to like make? I'm pretty sure now the hair is going to be sold this summer, innit? I'm pretty sure of it now. He looks like he wants to go home to his wife and his daughter in Spain, or his son in Spain. But to me, there's no way to treat a club legend. And David De Gea is a club legend, bruv. Like, he's won 4 Player of the Years, bruv. And I think he won 3 in a row. Like, it's no way to treat a club legend. He's been good to us, especially when we had Smalling and Jones, the Chuckle brothers, in defense.
He could have left.
He could have left. If it weren't for that fax machine at Carrington, bro, he'd be a Real Madrid player.
I mean.
And then after that, he didn't leak nothing to the press. He didn't say I want to leave. He never kicked up a fuss. Once that deal fell through, went back to old David De Gea, bruv.
Yeah, he just started doing the same thing. Just, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get he's been poor he should have never got a new contract to begin with. So to me, I look at it like, why give him a new contract? Then a couple of years later, I don't even think it's a couple of years, like a year later, then suddenly you've decided Henderson's your number 1, and then boom, discard him, innit? I know his play hasn't been good for a couple of years. Fair play. But going on to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now, you've got to have the balls. When you say, all right, cool, you're going to be dropped. And if someone kicks up a fuss, you don't put him back in. Because every other player in that team is going to now see you as a dickhead. Not as a soft or anything like that. They're going to see you as a dickhead.
100%.
An easily influenced dickhead. And I know if that's how De Gea is kicking up a stink, I'm pretty sure Lindelof kicks up a stink, and that's why he plays every week. Because there's no reason why Eric Bailly should not be starting for Manchester United every week. That's a fact. Yeah. He's been our best centre-back this season.
Lindelof speaks the same language as Ollie.
Doesn't Ollie call him the Iceman?
Like, the Iceman.
Like,
I mean,
I look at it like Maguire's been our worst centre-back. Any other manager would have dropped him. But he keeps him. It's bad. Like, you can even look at it in certain ways, like even what Bailly even said a couple of weeks ago, like, I play well every week, but then I'm not playing. And I feel like they want to give me a new contract so they could boost up the money that they make when they sell me.
They can sell me, yeah. I'm saying.
I'm even when you look at certain players like Daniel James playing, Rashford playing every week when he plays badly, I'm pretty sure Bruno bads up Ollie as well. I'm sure of it. Bruno bads up Ollie because...
Of course. You probably say, no, I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Yeah.
You play.
Like, I don't get what goes on. I feel like other players don't care. That Pogba don't care. He wants to leave. United is a shambles, bro. An absolute shambles.
At the minute, we are a shambles.
And
Matic in midfield 30 odd. You know what I mean? We need to get rid of these players, bro.
I saw reports today that they're looking to give Mata a new contract. For what? He's hardly played this season, bro. Yeah, they want to extend his contract, bro.
For what?
You tell me, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
it must be up in that the dinner ladies at Carol.
Yeah, bro. It's poor. To me, it just shows, like you said, before we started, that when it comes to Ollie hasn't got the presence or the balls to manage top level footballers, bruv. He don't, not even close. and he hasn't even got the balls
You
to.
know what? You know why? You know why? Because he ain't earned the respect. He ain't
Thank
earned
you.
nothing. He ain't won nothing.
And you
Get
see,
me? He ain't been seen to do nothing.
and
Do
see when you,
you know what I mean?
yeah, and like see when you drop someone like a David De Gea, who's been number one for close to a decade, been one of the best players at United for a decade.
Yeah.
See when you drop him, you don't just let him know when the team sheet comes out. You pull man to the side, or you pull him to your office the day before, like, boom,
Respect.
you haven't been playing well.
Respect.
Exactly.
Respect.
Exactly.
Respect.
You haven't been playing well. I'm going in this direction.
Respect.
Now. It's true.
Respect.
Respect. Respect.
Respect. Premier League titles. Respect.
It's true.
Respect.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. Respect.
You
Man.
pull man
Respect,
into the
man.
side and say, yo, you're not playing well.
Bruv, I bet he's won more Premier League titles than Flippers coach.
He ain't, but he ain't.
Huh?
Yeah, he's only won
Yeah.
one. The hair's Solskjaer's won bare, bro. He's won like 5 or 6.
The guy is only one.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah. Fuck. Bruv, United need to
We've
fucking hurry up. Fucking hell.
So
One.
Yeah. It's been a lean decade, mate. We've been starving out here.
And that was when he was a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, like you pull man to the side, like I'm pretty sure De Gea knew at the start of the season when Henderson was coming back, he's not coming here just to sit on the bench, innit? I'm pretty sure he knew that. But you pull man to the side and you say, yo, your performances haven't been great. This guy's here. You know he's not here to sit on the bench. I'm going to go with him for a few games. This isn't the end, but your level's not been what I need in it. So I'm going to go here. And if he doesn't produce, then you're back in. Simple.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, as a man, if you said that to David De Gea, he might have been happy, but he wouldn't be kicking up a fuss.
Who would be happy? Who would be happy?
Because I've seen that he's kicked up a fuss 3 times over the space of a few months, and he's put him back in the team. Yeah. Solskjaer's a bitch. Simple as that. Like, everyone goes on about his man management. That's poor man management, bro.
Exactly.
So to me, like, if you're going to drop certain players like a Bruno, I believe it's called Bruno, to hell with Bruno, like a Pogba, a David De Gea, even a Rashford. Yeah, we might even go over Bruno because of influence on the team. Or a Martial. You let them know, okay, you're not performing well. I'm going to sit you out this game. You might even have to jazz it up like, we don't need you this game, but I need you for that game coming up. Like Ferguson used to do. Like Ferguson used to do.
Yeah,
I remember I've read in his book. I've read in his book, he said to Nicky Butt, who wasn't playing every week, he said, I need you for this game against Arsenal in 3 weeks' time. Stay ready. Stay ready. Exactly. Yeah. That's what you do with players, bro. You let them know that you're not, you have to keep everyone involved, bro. And he's not, that, to me, I'm pretty sure he just said, you know what? He probably used that him having a baby as an excuse for why you're not playing every week. That's what he's saying now. Ollie's a bitch, bro. Simple as that. Simple as that. But I don't like the smear campaign against David De Gea because he is a club legend, bro. The one that's been with us through a decade of absolute garbage and probably been our best player in that decade. Treat him with more respect, bro. We all know he's going to leave at the end of the season, but treat him with much more respect than what you're giving him, innit? Because he's no scrub. He's not Lee Grant, fam. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
All right. On to the rest of the weekend's action. I know you didn't watch this game. I did.
Which game?
It was the first game of the weekend at Stamford Bridge.
Oh, Chelsea, West Brom.
Chelsea 2, West Brom 5.
Wait, I think I woke up from a night out on Saturday morning. I woke up and I saw the score. I thought Chelsea were out on the piss with me as well on Friday. I thought they were out on the piss with me, mate. I tell you, 5-2. What a result for Big Sam, mate. He was laughing before his interview. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
Proper laughing. He was joke, man. Yeah, happy for Big Sam. Happy for the two players that scored. What's his? Piera and what's the other one? What's the other one?
Was it Matt Phillips
Got
scored as
Piera.
well? Yeah, Matt Phillips scored as
No,
well.
not Matt Phillips score.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There was another guy, two
Oh,
Lightskin
Robinson.
brothers. That's Robertson, yeah, and Piera. He's a good player, little player. I liked him. I've seen too much of him this
Very
season.
good player. Very good player.
Very good player, but I think it's the team that he's in. Enabled him to show all of his qualities. You know what I mean? Because he's had to defend like dogs most of the time. You know what I mean? So it was good for him to let the leash off and get some goals. And I hope you never know. West Brom stay up. Because those are the type of victories that motivate teams. And you know what I mean? It was good to see West Brom scored like all their goals, man. You know what I mean? It's nice. But Tuchel, mate, welcome to the Premier League, son. Welcome
For
to
real.
the Premier
For real.
League. Yeah, this ain't no joke league. This ain't no La Liga one. This ain't no Spanish league. This ain't no German league. Yeah, this is the Premier League. Yeah, this is the Premier League. Anybody can get beat. So just stay on your guards. But it was a big kick in the teeth into Chelsea. That result. But no one saw that coming because Chelsea only conceded. Because I think they only conceded one or two.
They haven't conceded many goals under Tuchel. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So no one saw that result coming at all. So shock to the system, but no doubt that Tuchel will be back again with Chelsea next game with under winning ways.
I think
apparently it's a bust up.
What was a bust?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that with Rudiger and Kepa.
Yeah,
that was in training apparently. Was it in training?
Yeah, in training. It's always something with that keeper, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's a bit dodgy, that keeper.
Yeah, little floppy hands, fairy soap hands, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
from what I saw of the game, I turned on it was 1-0 and they had a player sent off. Chelsea were comfortable, in control. Then boom, like literally stoppage time or just before half time, let in 2 goals. Shocked. Then they capitulated. That's what worries me the worst. They capitulated, bro. And credit to West Brom, some of their goals were Brazil-esque, bro.
Yeah, I saw.
That's what I liked about the goals. They were Brazil-esque, innit? And to me, I don't think West Brom will stay up when they've got too much to do. But kudos for going to Stamford Bridge and then continuing to play.
Come on.
And bag the goals. Like,
that's big. That's big. I was
got to
happy
give credit where credit due. And I think when it got to 4-2, Chelsea looked like if they made it 4-3, it's going to be 4-4 in it. But West Brom held their nerve and they sealed it nicely in the 91st minute to make it 5-2. Kudos to Big Sam.
Big Sam, well done, mate.
I think West Brom that's a championships team playing in the Premier League, innit? If he keeps them up, that's his biggest achievement in football. Because they are poor. But yeah, kudos to Big Sam. Good result. A dent in Chelsea's top 4 ambitions. It's brought everyone else in. We're going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, good win for Big Sam. Okay, the 3:00 game, Leicester against Sheffield United. Leicester 1-2. No, not Leicester. Leeds 1-2-1. Safe to say Sheffield United are down and Leeds are safe. So we'll leave it at that, I guess. The 5:30 game, it was, to me, the best 2 teams in the country. But boy, judging on what I saw on Saturday, it's a big gap. Huh?
Come on, mate.
Leicester 0. Leicester City 0. Manchester City 2.
Yeah.
Boy, Manchester City are miles ahead of everyone else. Miles.
It's
I
Man
don't know if
City's
you
team.
watched
It's
it.
Man City's league.
I don't know
I
if you
never
watched it.
watched it, but it's,
There was a stat. There was a stat that came up on the screen. You know, like in the middle of games, they have possession over the last 5 minutes.
yeah.
I could just see your mouth, mate.
Oh, sorry, bro.
There was a stat possession over the last 5 minutes. Yeah, it said Leicester 0, Manchester City 100%.
100.
From the minute 26 to minute 31, Manchester City had 100% possession, bro.
Madness. That is
Like,
madness.
and they said that's the first time that's happened over a 5 minute span of Premier League football, bro.
Yeah, that's madness.
There was no Foden, no Sterling, no Gundogan, no Stones, no Cancelo.
Oh,
Like,
oh, oh.
you didn't even notice that Aguero and Gabriel Jesus started, bro. They are playing football on a different planet right now, fam.
Mm.
Even Benjamin Mendy scored, bro.
Yeah, I know. Pep as well, huh?
But yeah, City are 11 points away now from wrapping up the league. I think what's his third in 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So
were. They're dominating.
kudos to Manchester City.
They're dominating.
Leicester are definitely in that top 4 race. It's a few teams in there now. I think Everton have beat Palace, so they're in that mix now as well. We'll get to that in a minute. Yep. I think it's still 1-0. Still 1-0. Everton. The late game on Saturday, Arsenal 0, Liverpool 3.
Arsenal 0, Liverpool
Did you watch the game?
3. It's pathetic. I watched bits of it. Pathetic performance for Arsenal for what I saw. Like I said, but the thing with Arsenal is that there's a shape in it. Maybe never works, especially against Liverpool, but there's shape there, and there's something to work on. But shocking performance for them. I never see them getting anything from the game, to be honest. If thought Liverpool win all the way. Yeah, like Arsenal's Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Top 10 team
I've
now,
been
isn't it?
I've been saying it. They're a mid-table team, and I get crucified. I went on locker room last night. I said it again. They are a mid-table team. What do you expect from them? They play well one week. They look shocking the next. That's Leeds. That's what Leeds do. They're a mid-table team. Arsenal mid-table team, innit? I didn't
Wow.
expect them to get anything from that game yesterday.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Arsenal fans are surprised, to be honest. That's their level now. Mid-table football. They need a season out of Europe. But I guarantee you next week we're going to have an Arsenal fan on. He said he's agreed. He's coming on. We're going to deep dive on Arsenal and we're going to properly dissect. Their fall from grace has been bad. We're going to dissect Arteta as well, because I don't know if you've seen the stat of like Wenger's last 50 games, Allegri's first 50 games, and Arteta's first 50 games. And
the worst one.
Arteta has a way worse record than the other two.
Yeah.
You see at times what he's trying to do, but at times you don't feel like the players even want to do what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's for another conversation for another day. We'll leave that one out. To hell with Arsenal, they're 10th. Good.
Don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, on to Sunday. The first game, the 12 o'clock kickoff, was Southampton versus Burnley. It was a good game. Burnley went up 2-0, and then Southampton came back and won 3-2. Big win, because they're very close to the relegation little dogfight. Burnley are still in the mix. Southampton probably need another win just to smooth it all out. Danny Ings scored a classy goal.
What a finish.
Bro, listen, he
cool,
needs to,
calm, composed.
Manchester United need to sign that guy, bro. I'm telling you. He might not start every week, but that is something come off the bench. That's what you need, bro. Danny Ings, bro.
Danny Ings is bad stuff.
Then what was it? 2 o'clock. Newcastle versus Tottenham. Jose Mourinho, boy. That if Tottenham had won that game,
same manager, different players.
Throwing his players underneath the bus again.
Yeah.
If they'd have won, they would have gone fourth. It's not the worst result in the world. Not the worst result in the world. But they needed something to pick them up after Dynamo Zagreb. And I don't know.
Never
Do you
happened,
think
mate. Never happened.
like it's still a chance of a good season? Like they've got the Carabao
Carling
Cup
Cup.
final in a couple of weeks, and they're only 2 points off fourth. We've got them next
They
in the
could
league
still make.
next Sunday. It's Man United Tottenham.
Even if we beat them, they could still.
Do you think if they finish top four and win a trophy, Mourinho keeps his job?
100%. That's the second season under Tottenham.
Mm.
Look how long Tottenham ain't won a trophy,
That's true.
and you're still in the Champions League, and you've got in the Champions League. Come on, man. I think they'd be stupid to get rid of Mourinho. Regardless, I think they'd be stupid. I think they'd be stupid to get rid of Mourinho, regardless if they get up or they don't. The Carling Cup.
I absolutely agree.
I feel like stick with him.
Daniel Levy should give Mourinho the money and the time to rebuild that team. In it, that team is they look tired after everything they've been through with Poch. It's time to refresh that team now, and the defense is an absolute joke. That's what's costing them games. All them defenders doing stupid mistakes. It's what's costing them points, isn't it? So yeah, give Mourinho the time and the money to build his own team, and then judge. That's my thoughts on that. 4:00 game, Aston Villa, Fulham. Aston Villa.
Oh, so gutted for Fulham yesterday, man. So gutted for.
Thought they had it in the bag.
Like you said, like you just said, stupid defensive mistakes. It's killing Fulham. That tossing guy. I watched him about 3 games this season. Each game he's played him. Stupid defensive mistakes. He did it against.
This is the same tossing guy. This is the same tossing guy that said he doesn't want to play for his actual country. He wants to play for England because he believes he's going to get into the Euro squad. And I'm like, bro, you're not even going to get the Euro squad on Football Manager, bro. Like, Fulham, it's not the worst result in the world because Newcastle didn't win.
But they could have, mate, they could have won the game yesterday. I was so gutted for Scott Parker yesterday. You can see it in his face, man.
But you have to look at it now. The games are running out. You'd rather have points on the boards than momentum, bro. And sorry, go on. And at this stage of the season, you just need whatever points you can get. You need to take them, bro. That's a huge 2 points dropped. Huge. I don't know. I'll have a look and see who Fulham have got for the rest of the season, but bad result. Even though, it's a bad result. Because I wouldn't rule out West Brom from going on a run.
This is what I'm saying. I told you that.
I wouldn't. I don't think they're going to stay up. I don't think they're going to stay up. But if West Brom win a couple games, win 2 out of their next 3, problems. That's what I'm going to say.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh man, I really want Fulham to stay up, man.
Me too.
I like. The only reason Fulham ain't staying up this season, is because they ain't got depth in their squad, bro. They haven't got depth in their squad.
I don't know what Mitrovic has been on all season, but they need a striker.
Been injured, innit?
Need someone that's going to bang you 10 to 15 goals a season.
He's a joker. I love when he does that.
We've touched on.
I swear someone back in the day used to do that, Andre.
What, that celebration?
That celebration. Someone back in the days. No?
Nah.
Mido? That used to play for
maybe Tottenham, innit?
Mido. Yeah, the one thing that he played for Middlesbrough. I swear he used to do that, bro. Yeah, I swear he used to do that.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. Touch on United against Brighton. Everton are beating Palace at the moment. That's 1-0. Wolves play West Ham later. That's 8:15 kickoff. Wolves are not safe, you know. Wolves are not safe.
Let me
Wolves
look
are
at the
not safe,
table.
bro. They might be 9 points off the bottom three, but they're not that. They're just ahead of Burnley, and I don't think Burnley
Wolves
are
are
out of it. Wolves ain't
West
beating
Ham
West
are
Ham.
beating Wolves.
Yeah, yeah, West Ham are beating Wolves.
No, Rice is injured though.
Bruv, me and you
Rice
could be playing
Rice
in
could be
where Rice
injured.
is playing, and Wolves won't win today, bro.
That is
But on touching with the top four race, Chelsea dropped points, Tottenham dropped points, Liverpool won. Looks like Everton are going to be on level on points with Liverpool. They're 2 points off Chelsea. And if West Ham win tonight, they go into fourth. So it looks like it's 5. Do you think Leicester are going to finish in the top 4?
Leicester. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if, like you said, they should do, man. And like you said, if Rodgers don't get Leicester in the top 4, that's disappointing from me, man. I got
If
to
he
think
don't get him in
twice
the top
about.
4, he should lose his job.
Yeah, honestly,
He should lose his job. Who do you think is
yeah.
going to finish in the top 4 now? It looks like United are pretty much there, 11 points clear of Tottenham. I would say a couple more wins just to be safe. Leicester, yeah. So it's out of Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, Everton, West Ham. Who do you think is going to finish in the top 4?
Let me look at this table now.
You know what? As I don't even want to include Leicester. I'll include Leicester in it because they're not completely. So we say 2 spots, 6 teams, basically.
Who's gonna make top 4? Man United, yeah.
Yeah,
Leicester,
pretty much solid.
Man United, Leicester, and he's one.
Yeah, so 1 from Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, West Ham, Everton.
Liverpool.
Okay.
Liverpool. If Liverpool make top 4, yeah, this is a horrendous season for them after just. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but I feel like they're going to win the Champions League. Something tells me Liverpool. I think they're going to destroy Real Madrid, and then they'll beat Chelsea, Porto. I've got Man City, Liverpool final. You know,
Man City, what?
Man City, Liverpool Champions League final, and Jurgen Klopp's going to make sure man wins it, bro. That performance against Arsenal was one that was showing me that, yeah, we might have been bad this season, we might have been bad at home recently, but you see these final 9 games and this Champions League, we're not rampant, bro. Like, the momentum's with Liverpool. I don't want to rule out Chelsea, innit? I feel like what happened on Saturday with Chelsea, you won't see again.
Liverpool have too much. I just feel that
plus Chelsea can
I just
rotate.
feel
Chelsea can rotate, and Liverpool can't. You can't rotate Salah, Mane, and Firmino because the rest that come in are crap. So you either go full steam ahead for the Champions League and forget about the Premier League, or go for the top 4.
I actually see the top 4 the way how it is now. Actually, like you just.
I don't rule out Tottenham. I don't rule out Tottenham as well.
I do.
I think Mourinho will drag them over the line.
Defensively, they're like even yesterday it's Newcastle, man. Yeah, I mean that was to get in the top 4.
But you see, that's Mourinho's coaching. Like, bruv, you're 2-1 up against Newcastle. Just go out and attack them and make it 3 or 4 and done. Like, Mourinho used to understand, yeah. Back in his day, it was about defense, innit? Like now, you can't name any top team that has a fantastic defense. It's more about the attacking now. So what you got, a 1-goal lead, you try to sit back, you're not going to hold that lead, innit? Go out, make it a 2-3 goal lead, then relax. Simple as that. Simple as that. But on to big games in the Champions League and Europa League this week. Tomorrow, well, Tuesday, we've got... Who's playing Tuesday? Hold on. I can't wait. I'm a bit gassed for this. You know, Manchester City against Dortmund and Real Madrid against Liverpool. Who you got for those games?
Man City definitely. Dortmund's defense is shambles. I think they're fifth in the league. I watched them a couple times in the league.
I watched them on, was it Saturday? Yeah, I watched them Saturday. They're poor.
Yeah, defensively,
they're poor.
They are
yeah.
poor, man. Man City will, I think Man City will write them off if Man City run some. Man City that could be an embarrassing result, but if they're not lucky.
Don't rule them out to win the Champions League, Man City, because Aguero did say, before I leave Man City, I'm winning the Champions League. Yeah. He said that about 10 years ago. So.
Yeah, but don't be surprised if Dortmund fuck up them, sure, as well. Yeah, because
that's true.
Don't get twisted. No matter Dortmund might be defensively poor, but
up front,
attacking up front, they Haaland, Haaland. That's all needs to be said. Yeah, Haaland. And you know what? That would be good to see that defender against Haaland. We'll see how really good he is.
Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah, we'll see how really good he is.
I think he's going to pocket Haaland. I think he's going to pocket Haaland. Because Haaland has never played against proper defenders, bro. Proper.
Well, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be interesting.
Not the little version defenders you see in the Bundesliga. Diaz. Bro, John Stones didn't even play on Saturday. It was Laporte.
No, I know, but to be fair to Haaland, he doesn't just do it in the league. He does it in the Champions League, bro.
Against half-ass defenders, bro. This is the elite stage now, bro.
Regardless, he does it in
he doesn't even do it international level, bro. So we'll see. Haaland, he didn't score in midweek. He didn't score for Norway.
No, he never. Not this midweek. Haaland's mad, you know. Haaland scored 9 goals in one game before for his international team.
Great for him. Do it at the top level. Do it at the top level now. All right. Real Madrid v Liverpool. Who you got?
Real Madrid. I'm going Liverpool. I think Liverpool have come out of that bad rot they were in, man. I think the break has helped them tremendously. They needed that break because they were on some bad run of form, man. Some bad results they were getting. I think the time away for everyone, man, on the little international break helped. So they come at the weekend and they got a 3-0 victory at Arsenal. So that would be a boost going into the Real Madrid game. I think Real Madrid are one. They used to be. And I just think Liverpool will have too much firepower, as well as Sergio Ramos ain't played that game either. So he'll be out. So that's a big Real Madrid as well. Oh yeah, I'm going Liverpool for that game. I'm not saying it'll be convincing, but I reckon Liverpool will win that game.
I'll go with Liverpool to win the tie. I think it'll be a draw on Wednesday. Or Tuesday, I should say. I think if Real Madrid can test Kabak and Nat Phillips at centre back, then it could be a different tie. I think Benzema is going to have a big 2 games, bro. This is the time when people start to put respect on Karim Benzema's name, you know. One of the best number 9s of his generation, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? And because he's been playing with Ronaldo, people don't put respect on his name. But you will after these 2 games. But I still think Liverpool go through because I feel like Sane, Salah, and not Sane, Mane, Salah,
Mane,
Salah, and Firmino.
I was thinking, Sane. Which one is it?
Them 3, and especially with Jota. without Ramos, Varane's crap, bruv. So I feel Real Madrid look old, tired. I don't know if they can keep up with this Liverpool team, bro. So I'm gonna go with Liverpool to win the tie. Probably draw 1-1 or 2-2 on Tuesday night. On to Wednesday, repeat of last year's final. Bayern Munich without Lewandowski against PSG, who lost at the weekend again.
This is an interesting night, and I think PSG will look to this game as a game that they can win. Reason being saying that is because Lewandowski is out of the Bayern team, which is a big miss for Bayern, I believe, even though that they have other players that can fill in and whatnot. But I just believe Lewandowski just gives Bayern just another level.
Yeah.
Because anything in front of goal, that's it. Say it's problem. Serious. Yeah. It's problem. So I think PSG will be looking at this game and saying, "This lads, this is a game that get us into the semi-finals of the Champions League. Let's go out there and see if we can beat these lot without Lewandowski and use the advantage." So saying that, I see PSG. I hope PSG beat Bayern. I would like to see Mbappe win a Champions League because he's incredible. I think he's a player that he needs to be blessed with that medal now. Serious.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I thought it'll be a draw on Wednesday. I don't know. It's Poch. Poch is the only reason why I'm not fully backing PSG in it. Just because, does he have the minerals, the ingredients to out-tactic a Bayern Munich team that won't have their main man and get the job done? Like, he's struggling in France, bruv. Like, they're second, they're 4 points off the top. They usually walk the league. Yeah, they're not top, bruv. Lille are top.
Oh, they beat them the other day, innit? 1-0.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. I want to say
this is a must win for him.
Yeah, I would say the only reason I'll give it PSG the edge is because they've got Mbappe and Neymar in it. Other than that, I'd go Bayern Munich. But I think it will be a draw on Wednesday. But if PSG win that first leg away from home, it's over. And then the second game is the one where I think both teams would be happy that they drew each other in the draw. Porto versus Chelsea.
Porto versus Chelsea. Do you know what? I'm gonna go Porto. I'm gonna go Porto for this. I know I said a couple of weeks ago I got Chelsea to the Champions League, but I'll go for this game, man. But I think throaties have been open at the weekend. If you think about it, such a poor team like West Brom really scored 5 goals at Stamford Bridge. I know there was a man sent off, but that was a complete capitulation, man. And you can't do that in Champions League. You can't do that in the Champions League, mate. Teams like that will take advantage. Obviously, a betting man would say Chelsea, but I'm going to go with a Porto win.
If Chelsea had a striker that could score goals, I'd go Chelsea, and I would have them as favourites, one of the favourites to win it. But because they don't, and now you can see you can get at Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had Porto to go through anyway, but I think Porto will do a job on Chelsea, 100%. 100%. And Pepe, if Pepe plays like that man possessed against Juve, they did against against Chelsea, like he did against Juve, it's over. So, and then Thursday, Europa League, Granada versus Manchester United. We should go through. I don't really care about this tournament.
Me too. I'm not bothered if we go through
or not. If we lose, then Shoska's got a lot of questions to answer for, to be honest. I don't really care. Don't really care about Europa League. Arsenal play Slavia Prague, or hopefully Arsenal batter this team. This is the same team that were racially abusing Rangers players. So hopefully Aubameyang bags a hat-trick and puts on that Black Panther mask. That's your Wakanda forever and all that.
I'll work under forever.
Yeah, 100%. Other than that, our next Premier League game, we've got Tottenham next Sunday at 4:30. What are you saying? Do you think we can go to, well, call it White Hart Lane and get the 3 points?
What's that stadium called? The London Stadium or something?
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but it's at the same. It's the same site as it's the same site as White Hart Lane. We call it White
Hart Lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Do you know what? I reckon Tottenham are going to turn it off on us on a Sunday, you know. And especially if we play anywhere like we played on Sunday, and we bring that into next Sunday, yeah, Tottenham are going to write us off, mate.
They're going to have a week to prepare for this game as well.
Exactly. They're going to write us off, bro. Seriously. Gareth Bell, you know what I mean? Harry Clarsay, you know what I mean? All them man there, bro. You know what I mean? Can't manage them, man. The man there will punish you.
I can see it being a 2-2 draw. I think Tottenham are going to come at us first 20 minutes and just blitz us. Probably get a 2-0 lead. But we know Tottenham, as one person said to me the other day, Spurs will Spurs, innit? And they always Spurs, innit? So that means Tottenham will get into a chance where they can do something and then they will cock it up. So what they will do, they'll blitz us for 20 minutes, we'll probably go 2-0 down, but we'll come back and draw the game 2-2. So that's how I see it. Typical Spurs. So I think that's what will happen. Yep. That is it. That is the roundup. The weekend's action. We'll be back next week. We will have an Arsenal fan. He's agreed. He's agreed. He was meant to come on today, but he was busy. He was out with his missus and his little one. So he's coming next week.
We're gonna have him.
Yeah, we're gonna have him next week. We're gonna dissect. We're gonna have a deep dive on Arsenal and their fall from grace, and then we're gonna review the weekend's action and preview the second legs of the Champions League and Europa League coming up. But yep, that's done. Another week, another episode in the can. I've been Dre.
Oh, can I say something as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rest in peace, Claude, man. Rest in
peace, Claude.
Yes. Trust me, it's an Arsenal legend, man.
Yes.
Man there made me start watching Arsenal fan TV, bro. It's time to go. Get me.
I echo that as well. R.I.P. Claude. I don't think any football fan that's a fan of these football fan channels has a bad word to say about the man. And definitely, when I heard he passed, it was sad, very sad. And he, to me, a legend of this type of platform. Him, DT, Troops, Robbie, them man, are why a lot of people do this type of stuff now. So, R.I.P. to the legend. Rest up, Claude. Also, prayers out to DMX as well, bro. I hope he pulls through.
Yeah, man.
I'm hearing it's not looking good for him, but an absolute legend. Absolute legend. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
boy,
man, there's legendary.
For real, man. But yeah, we're out. Another episode. I've been Dre Skervin.
Don't know. God bless people.
Peace.
Big up.